Hey y'all, it's Kevin, and it's rock and roll Sunday time. I wanted to spend this week just a short one to show you about these cards I found. Probably 2 months ago when I was getting back into the rock cards and going through what I got curious if there was any Dwayne Allman, my favorite guitar player, if there was any more cards. The only ones available were the group photo and pro set, which did not even have Dwayne in it because it was a 80s photo of the Allman Brothers. And the ones I found in the J2 cards, which I showed you last week, or the week before actually, or at some point. Anyway, so I typed in the search for Dwayne Allman trading cards, and these two things popped up. And I thought, wow, those look really cool. So I bid on it, and then started looking at the other stuff that the artists made. And I bought a few. So let's take a look at them. So I got one. The artist name is Edward Vela. I'll put it on the screen along with the. And you just type that name into eBay, and you'll get about 6,000 auctions. He has a lot of. He's been doing this over 12 years, 13 years now, and he must be pretty prolific. But each card is limited to 50 and signed by him. You can see this is the Dwayne Allman, and this is the first Dwayne Allman he does because it doesn't have a number out by it. And I'll show you what I mean. Because I found out he does series. And I got number 3 here. And it's number 39 of 50. But this is the third one in his Dwayne Allman series. The bad news is I'm missing number 2, and I haven't seen one posted at all, which brings up the point that these actually retain some value. People want to go back and get the cards they're missing, and some of the early Beatles ones he did, $20, $30 if you want to get them. He currently has 6 of Dwayne Allman. I've got all of them except number 2. I love the guy's artwork. I mean, I think he does an amazing job. And how he does so many. Because you'll see what I mean when you look him up on eBay. It's just the number of pop culture subjects. And of course I stuck to music to begin with, but as you'll see, I got some of the others too. We got Jerry, which he has done 26 of at that point. I've got 3 of them, 26, 27, and 28. I mean, he's an excellent artist. Can't say much more than that. And he even has a self-portrait of himself. Jimmy. Just amazing. And some of them are, demand $10 or $15. Some of them. I think he starts by posting them for $1.99 starting price for his price when he first releases them. and he releases them one at a time on eBay, which is why there's so many separate auctions. He doesn't do them in bulk or anything like that. And Carlos Santana. We got Frank Zappa. This is the only Zappa he's done, so got in on the ground floor on it. See if he does any more. Bob Dylan. That's number 9 of Bob Dylan. This is from 2020. You can look down on the back of the card and see what year. 2023. So this Prince is one of his newer ones. I think that's from the Super Bowl. I think most of his paintings are from video or photographs. Lemmy, Motorhead. And he's done a few of them. See, 2020 would have been his 10th anniversary, so he started in 2010. And we got Eddie. And you'll notice too that it seems like if someone passes away, he does tribute cards to them. Or even if they don't. We got Angus Young. AC/DC. Randy Rhoads from Ozzy Osbourne. There's my guy Dave Mustaine. He's done a few of those. Yeah, that's the second one. And of course, James Hetfield had to get a Metallica one. And that is just awesome. Chris Cornell. Great. Just excellent artwork. That guy had such a great voice, such a terrible loss. The Blues Brothers. And that transitions us over to the non-music portion. Gilligan. I thought the Duke Boys. I grew up watching that. That's awesome. Frasier, one of my favorite sitcoms. Frasier Crane. And George with the golf ball. That's got to be one of the funniest moments in TV. That was too good. And my ancestor, Duncan MacLeod of the TV series, which was actually far better than any of the movies. Walter White, Breaking Bad. Pretty awesome show. And one of the funniest guys and angriest guys who ever lived, George Carlin. I saw him at the Fox Theater in Atlanta in 2000. 23 years ago. I guess that's the only George Carlin he's done. Now, Walter Matthau, Grumpy Old Man, and Odd Couple, the movie, not the TV series. I have his autograph from when I was 10 years old. I met him in Savannah, Georgia. He was working on a movie, and me and my family were in Savannah and just happened to cross the movie set. And Bruce Lee. Aren't too many Bruce Lee trading cards I know of, so saw that and had to grab it. Watched all his movies, and I was a Karate Kid back when I was a preteen. Mark Twain, my favorite author. Classics anyway. It's hard to say. I've got a lot of favorite authors, but yeah, he's up there. I own about 50 or 60 books. Some of them 100 years old. And yeah, and here's that MVP from the Super Bowl. Check her out. Excellent artwork. I'm not exactly a fan, but she is who she is. And he does sports too. Plenty of sports. You got Warren Spahn, See, that's the 20th Warren spawn he did. Kicking that foot up there like that. I got Joe Torre. Pretty neat. Of course, I had to get Bo in his Auburn uniform, no less. I mean, that is just a really cool artwork. And Acuna, he's got a few of him, but man, they keep getting, some of the sports ones go really high. And I did manage to get a Brock Purdy for next to nothing. Surprising, since it was Super Bowl weekend. See, he's already done 4 Brock Purdy's. And he's got tons of Montana, Steve Young, just you name it. Go look and look for your favorite player or favorite celebrities. You might be blown away by the artwork like I was. That's the first one I saw, and I was just like, whoa, I gotta have that. Must have it. Could not resist. So here's the name, Edward Vela, edwardvela.com, which will take you to his eBay auctions if you go to the website. And I think that's going to do our short little rock and roll skip for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like the music, and see you tomorrow.